Hey guys, how are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by my channel, The Sacred Alchemist 1111. I'm your reader Lorraine, and guys, I'm here to do kind of like a kind of special reading. Okay, this is to do with okay, let's just put it this way. I have noticed an increase with certain so-called spiritual channels or and individuals, but there is an underlying energy of ego. Okay, basically what I'm trying to say here is that you need to be very careful and very mindful who or which influencer you allow into your kind of like way of thinking, into your mindset, to influence you on taking action on certain things, because we are dealing with an ever-increasing amount of people who are waking up now, and this is on a daily basis, okay? But I've noticed that with regards to being sort of like spiritual, or, you know, part of the spiritual community, / created, creative content makers, and, you know, obviously everyone's got like a side hustle, whatever that's going on, and as well as influencers. For people who've got channels of like, you know, followers of more than 10,000 or 20,000 followers, I've always found that there's always been this underlying energy of ego. Because when they first start off, they're very like humbled, or when they're beginning their channel, everything's nice and humbled. But then as time progresses and they get more followers, they get more likes, they get more shares, they get more revenue coming in from YouTube, it's like over a period of time, their energy changes. Okay? Hear what I'm saying? You need to be, as I said to you, you need to be kind of very careful about and tuning into or learning how to deal with frequencies that affect you emotionally. So, as we know, it's like the same thing that applies with music, okay? If it's on, as we know, 440 hertz, that gives you a totally different feel due to the frequency setting, okay? And the hertz that it's on. If it's a 432, it gives you a more positive energy of love, which is the love frequency. The 440 is obviously like a devil energy frequency that makes you feel very depressed and low, and etc, etc. But guys, check that bit out, research it on the net, okay? But what I'm saying is that the way how people talk, the things that they say, even down to their visualization on their videos and on their pages and whatever it is that they are posting on their community tab, just be careful. And if there's anything that doesn't really sit right with you, unfollow them, unsubscribe. Because you don't, even if there's certain things that doesn't resonate with me, if you feel, nah, you know what, I don't want to resonate with this person anymore, I don't feel that there's anything that this person can show me or teach me, you can totally unsubscribe, or just, you know, click off or whatever. It's not a problem, because what that does is at least it gave you the opportunity to find out if there was any kind of information that I was saying. But also, this is about your solid growth, and this goes to show that you are on the right path to your spiritual journey. But what it is that you don't want is to have a bunch of people influencing you, but they're kind of like keeping you in this mindset of a 3D kind of existence, but trying to strive still for a fifth dimensional way of thinking, okay? Somehow the two don't add up. And if you're thrown in ego into the mix with that, that's a dangerous combination, because what that does is give you the illusion that you're learning something that is of quality for your spiritual growth, but really it seems to be encouraging a lot of ego-driven, oriented feedback, even down to the comments, because this is where I pick up most of my, it gives me like an all-rounded kind of feeling about the kinds of people that watch their channels, but also the way how the people comment towards each other. Okay, so you'll find that, well, for me, I found that if there's a whole heap of swearing, I mean, guys, all right, sometimes I know that I swear in my readings. I'm going to call myself out on that, most definitely, okay? But it's a different way of expressing and relaying a message. But if there's an energy of ego or this kind of back and or to and fro of a slanging match between your subscribers, say for argument's sake, or subscribers, then that just goes, there's something going on with that channel. There's something that has drawn a lot of this energy towards, you know, being very egotistical and then being very disparaging to other people. Even if there's certain things that you don't know. I mean, there's quite a lot of things that I have yet to discover and yet to learn. But what I do know so far, I wouldn't go out of my way to say, to totally slate people off and slag them off and, you know, this, that, and the other, if I'm trying to build my channel. Or if you, I mean, I've noticed as well, is that even down to some tarot readers, okay, and they say things like, oh, well, you know, on my channel, this is what I do here on my channel, blah, blah, blah. If you don't like it, then just click the fuck off or get the fuck off my channel. Okay, and I'm like, whoa, like, where is this coming from? Where is this aggression coming from? But yet still you're dealing with tarot cards. That's given the reading a different feel of an energy. And if you're going to be saying that at every time with your readers, and that's the first thing that you're going to be saying out loud, okay, because it's not like say you're thinking it or writing it down, you're actually saying it. It gives the reading a different kind of energy. Okay, you can easily say, look, guys, click off, or please visit another reader because we've got other amazing readers out there. But to say to somebody who's just visited your channel for the first time, or, you know, a channel for the first time, and that's what they say, yeah, I swear on this channel, if you don't like it, click, you know, fuck off, basically. That's kind of giving it a bad impression, okay? But right about now, you need to be very discerning, you need to be so selective, and you need to make faster decisions on who to unfollow and who to follow. Because this world is getting very interesting, to say the least, right? And there's a lot of things that are going to be opening up. A lot of things that have been hidden from view are starting to come to light. And there's certain people that who you used to vibe with before, all of a sudden, there's something about that energy that it's like you're being spiritually blocked. Okay, and this is something that I started to find with a lot of I'm talking about readers as well as people who are on a spiritual level. There's something going on, and even in the comments, before I'd even tap into the comments, I would read certain things that people have been saying about that particular person, and it's like, wow, I'm not on my own when I think that. Okay, so really people are starting to like really wisen up about the kind of content that has been put out there by people. And again, as I said, if you are all about trying to get to a higher level of consciousness, you need to make sure that you are getting the very best of the positive kind of energies, and not so much hanging on to this kind of third dimensional way of thinking, because that to me just causes further division. It causes further confusion and division amongst people who have just woken up from the narrative. And they are really lost, and they're looking for guidance. They're looking for, you know, inspiration, but it's got to come from a really good place. All right. Sorry for rambling on, guys. But it's just something that I just kind of felt really compelled to do. Now, moving on to my next bit now, before I do this reading, because I've got my cards here to do a reading. I had a vision the other night with regards to the devil energy, and I had a lot of demonic faces that I was seeing whilst I had my eyes closed and my third eye was open, okay? That was saying to me, but the thing is, they wasn't able to get in. They were being blocked, okay? They were being spiritually suppressed and spiritually blocked because I have a lot of protection. that I practice, and I know how to kind of call upon the higher saints, as well as receiving assistance from some dead relatives of mine as well. Okay, but what I saw was the symbol of Lucifer and the Freemason logo joining together. During that time, all of these demonic faces were still trying to get into my consciousness. Okay, but all of a sudden, their faces went really grotesque, and then it was all of them had a look of shock. I even saw the devil's kind of face. My intuition said that was the devil in the horn form and stuff like that. But it was just kind of like it was like trying to spread the fear. And I kind of opened up my eyes and I smiled. And I said, wow, look at this. Because of the great awakening that is happening and taking place, it wasn't that it was also trying to get at me. It was my mind's eye of showing me what is going on in the spiritual warfare with regards to the way how the high spirits, and as I've said that, I've just seen 11 minutes, 11 seconds, 11:11 when how long I've been recording this. This is how they're dealing with spirit, with the dark entities. They are all being spiritually blocked and sealed off, where they cannot do any harm to those who are on their spiritual journey. They don't like it. There was even poking their tongue at me, and being really sort of like really trying to show their grotesque faces to try and put fear and stuff like that. But I slept very comfortably because I knew I was protected. Okay. But what this showed me is, and I was so pleased, was that there is a growing amount of you guys that are getting out from that devil energy. You're turning your back on addictions. You're giving up. You're breaking the habits. If it was a thing of like foods, sugary, junk foods, processed foods, you're giving that up. You're giving up the booze. You're giving up the cigarettes. You're getting more health conscious. You're getting more conscious about your body. You want to start to get fit. All of these things adds up to so much empowerment that you guys have within yourselves. You guys, we're beating the dark forces. They cannot come into your way of thinking or your belief system if you call upon your saints and your archangels and your higher masters and ascended masters. So your high spirits and ascended masters and your ancestors to help to bring in the protection that you need. They cannot enter. They cannot. Your body and your soul is the most valuable commodity to them. Okay? They cannot enter. If you don't want them to, they will not enter. Okay? So this was really good. I felt really like, wow, I can't wait to see, to get a time of when I'm actually going to share this reading with you all, or share this story with you all. So this is really about now coming into this reading now with regards to the energy that is surrounding these so-called spiritual, influences and what have you. The thing is, guys, you need to be aware that many people will go and follow the latest trend. Being spiritual is not a new trend. Being spiritual has been a way of life since man's creation. Okay? It's life-changing, it's very rewarding, and it can be very uplifting and freeing, beautiful, at the same time as sometimes painful as well, especially when you are embarking on this journey by yourself. Okay? But at the same time, during your time of when you're breaking away from the matrix, remember, you're still in a vulnerable kind of position. You're still not energetically strong enough to withstand sometimes some kinds of temptation that may want to wriggle its way back into your life, to try and draw you back in again. Okay? And then when you meet up or you go online trying to look for like-minded individuals, and then you come across certain channels where you might want your reading done, or you might just want some spiritual guidance from, as I said, so-called spiritual YouTubers. you need to be extremely careful and discerning, okay? Also, guys, please do check out and learn about symbology, okay? Various symbols as well. Because as I said to you, it's not just about the level of the frequency or whatever it is that comes out of their mouth, whatever it is that you read, if they post any kind of memes, everything is connected and it has a way of entering or slipping it into your subconscious. If there's something that you're not resonating with anybody, and this does include me too, okay? I ain't leaving myself out here. If it doesn't resonate with you, you have that power within you to leave and go on your journey. Don't let anybody hold you back or make you feel a bit confused about what they're saying and, and stuff like that. Or if you're finding that the energy is kind of like a bit egotistical and it doesn't really ride with you, or you notice the way how they reply back to certain people and you think, wow, what's going on here? And as I said that, I saw 555 or 15 minutes and 55 seconds I was talking. That's about a great change. That's a change. That's a sign that you need to change up and just move on. Just keep it pushing. Just keep it moving. All right. Guys, I didn't want to take so long with that talk. Let me just pull a reading for you guys. Now, this is going to be, I just want to see what's going on with the energy around the collective of those so-called spiritual beings that I was talking about, okay? So I'm using the dark mirror because this is going to show me what's hiding and laying underneath the collective, okay? Bear with me, guys. We've got gluttonous envy. Okay, that's the first card. Oh, sorry, envious gluttony. Envious gluttony. I need my glasses. Okay. So what I see going on here, we've got also Queen of My World. Okay, very powerfully driven energy. And we have got Gilded Regret. Okay. So what I see going on here is that for most of them, not the majority or certainly not all, there's a feeling of enviousness that some of them are still trying to work through, okay, where they feel that they are the important ones going, okay? So what they have to say about certain things, they want everybody to take notice of them. Okay, this is a thing like, look at me, okay? And we're in this, and the color red as well is all about the passion that they have, okay? But really, underneath, this is what they look like, okay? Sorry, guys, I'm so sorry if it's a bit too dark, okay? So this is what we're working with, this kind of envious gluttony. So what you'll find as well is that sometimes you might even get other YouTubers that will go on there and say something really smart or whatever. But then there's an energy of this kind of like competition, okay? And I just think, wow, okay? And then there's this gilded regret. So somehow, sometimes along the way, there's this vibe of like, it's either they have certain regrets that they're trying to work through with themselves while still trying to become or appear to be very much spiritually cleansed, okay? Some of them are not using, the way how to cleanse them. When I say cleanse themselves, cleanse the energy, detox, and, there's a lot of things that clog up here, all right? So this is what I see going on here, especially with this envious gluttony, because I've really noticed as I said, there's been a real sense of a change in the way how influences are coming across these days. Let's pull a tarot. Now, these two cards, the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Wisdom of the Oracle, will be messages for you as somebody who is a subscriber, somebody who is watching readings, all the time, but also it's not just readings, but just anybody that is kind of influential, okay? So I'm just going to pull some cards, bear with me. So the first card that we have got, as I said, the Five of Swords. So right off the bat, let's just say this. You've noticed, if you haven't noticed, I have certainly noticed, or maybe you have, and a real sense of like a battleground going on in the comment section. Okay? A real battleground. And the thing is, this is where you really, as I said, you need to be really, really careful with the way how you conduct yourself, protect your energies, and also it is not worth it in arguing back and forth with somebody who's very manipulative. They've always got to have the last word in. They've always got to, I would leave them. There's no point in arguing with anybody that is going to be like that. And again, with some of the people who you're viewing as well, they sometimes have this kind of energy as well. All right. Sorry, guys. So many cards that fell out. Sorry. Okay. Next cards. Right. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is all about, as I said, trying to give off this illusion that they really have it all. They're very well humbled. They're very well fulfilled. They're having this amazing life. And I remember, you know, with social media and that kind of lifestyle and those kind of influences and whatnot, we all know that it's an illusion, okay? Because in real life, it doesn't appear that way. Especially, you know, it's just a different vibe altogether. Okay, so there's about like a fake it till you make it kind of energy, something that is very false here. That's what's going on, right? And again, when you've got lots of attention on you, it kind of makes you feel slightly, you know, oh, I don't know which to choose or what have you. Okay, but this is also the way how it leaves you as the subscriber as well, feeling slightly confused, and trying to figure things out. You have a lot of options and a lot of choice when it comes to allowing what you see as you sit down at your computer screen. So you can imagine all of this would be like your computer screen, what's on your screen, okay? And this is you sitting at your desk or on your phone or whatever, on your tablet, trying to get something that's meaningful. And this is what happens. Sometimes you find it kind of difficult to walk away, because you're so confused in this Seven of Cups energy as to what to do. But what this is doing is not allowing you, or they're not really allowing you to grow spiritually in the way that you really want to, and the way that you deserve to, okay? Because you just feel, as I said to you, you need to start using your intuition. If there's anything that doesn't feel right, you need to take action and walking away a lot quicker than staying there and still picking up on that energy, okay? And the next card that we have got. So with the Sun cards, this is about, yeah, some of them are quite successful, okay? But what I'm picking up here, sorry, excuse me, guys, is that they are successful in appearing to be bright, happy. It pays off. Okay, because what you see on the screen, again, just because you may not watch television, okay, what you watch on your computer screens, okay, can still tell lies on your vision. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Okay, so with this card, I always see it as them like really being dazzling and being really bright and just kind of being a little bit too dazzling, so that it's kind of covering up certain things that's going on with them. Let's just pull another card. What card do we have? If it as I said, guys, if it resonates with you and you are vibing like that, then that's fine. Okay, it's no problem. Yes, they will talk about, if you're dealing with readers, you know, they will talk about this kind of energy. But this is where you want to be heading towards if you are on that twin flame journey, or if you're looking towards having a higher, you know, a better way of living or what have you. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I was just distracted for a second. So yeah, with the 1111 or the Four of Wands energy, but this is also to do with the security that you're trying to look for within yourself. You're trying to get more towards being stable, and you're wanting to build a really good foundation for yourself. Okay, this is about what is going to be feeling good for you. And if you're on this spiritual journey right now with regards to the twin flame energy, the journey that you're on, whether you are a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you need to be making sure that you are getting the right kind of frequency, the right kind of energy that you're picking up from them as well, okay? But if there's something that's going to make you kind of question either where they're coming from, and it doesn't sit right within you, then guys, you know what you need to do, okay? Because this is about your well-being, this is about your happiness, this is about your success at the end of the day, not about the person that's doing the reading, okay? This is all to do with you and where you want to be guided, okay? The last card that we have, hold on guys, there you go, the Six of Wands. So remember what I said to you, it's all about, trying to make sure that they have this energy of importance. They have a lot of followers. They have a lot of people around them. But again, if they're going to be giving off this air of arrogance and ego, remember what I said to you about, being careful of being influenced by people who are egotistical. It's not going to take you to the higher level of consciousness that you need. Whatever it is that you learned from them at that time, give thanks that you learned something from them before moving on, because as I said, it's only going to keep you at a certain level and you need to go higher. All right, at the bottom of the deck we have got the Seven of Wands upright. So this is where you, as I said, you need to make sure that you don't allow too much influence on to be entering into your consciousness, because it's going to affect the way how you manifest, the way how you look at life, the way how you look about other people. And this can give you a real sense of, it's just not the right kind of vibe that you really need right now, okay? And it's not about focusing on what other people are saying or what other people are doing. This is about making sure that whatever influence or inspiration that you're getting, you're making sure that you have the time to practice and start to level yourself up. Make sure that you know how to kind of feel your way around certain things. If it doesn't feel right, take it as a warning sign, guys. Now, let's have a look and see what kind of advice that you need for yourself. Sorry guys if I sound like I'm rambling. I don't want to sound like that. I just want 4 cards from the tarot with regards to you, the individual, okay? The person who's watching this reading, okay? Let me just get some messages for you. But that obviously was to do with the reading, the readers, the energy of the readers, okay? Or the people that you see on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet for that matter, okay? Please do take what resonates here, guys. Okay, I've got the cards for you. So we got the Empress card in reverse. Okay, I've got another card. I've got the Page of Swords. Yep, upright. It's making sense. Yeah, this is what's happening. Yeah, the Seven of Cups and last cards. The Hanged Man. You see that? Wow, look at this. Okay, so what's going on here? In the end, you've got 6 cards. Okay. But what's going on here, what this is saying to me right now is that you, as being the Empress in reverse, you are on your way towards ascension. Now, remember what I pointed out to you with regards to the Four of Wands. Okay, if you are on that twin flame energy, you are all about ascension, Empress. Okay, but this is also about you being creative. But because it's in reverse, there's a block. You are not reaching the levels right now that you need to, whoever's watching this reading. And if you can resonate with what I'm saying, because I feel that what it is that you are watching online, getting your information, okay, reading the comments, reading everything, what you're watching and discovering online is leaving you feeling confused. What are they saying? There's so many different people that are saying so many different things. And it's making me feel really confused, okay? And also it's making you feel stuck. You've got the Hanged Man. You're trying to gain illumination. But what's going on here is that you are sacrificing yourself, you're sacrificing your manifestations, okay? Which means that your future that you're trying to create is going to be jeopardized, okay? Don't sacrifice your dream for somebody else's, especially when they don't really care about you, right? The Three of Cups is about the happiness that you are supposed to be having within yourself, celebrating life, okay? Celebrating life, not feeling left out in the cold, because right now I feel that for some of you guys, the Five of Pentacles is about the fear of the poverty consciousness, okay? You don't want that. You're trying to enrich your life, okay? You're trying to step out from it in the cold. You are being red pilled, because remember, you've got the blue pill and you've got the red pill, okay? So this is you being red pilled and trying to convince people or trying to change your family's lives and your lives for the better. But you are coming out from the cold. You don't want to be left out. And what's happening is, unfortunately, if you are going to be in this energy of being so confused and so stuck because of what certain readers or certain people are saying to you, and it doesn't really sit right with you, and it leaves you feeling very confused, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be left out. Okay? And you're not going to get your spiritual growth because, as I said, it seems to me as that there's an energy, an increasing amount of people that form this collective of so-called spiritual people, but there's a real edge of egotism that's underneath all of that shit, okay? And that is not good. We don't want to be living our lives off of ego, because ego is devil energy. And remember what I said to you earlier on about the images of the devils that were trying to get in and the demons that were trying to get in, okay? So for some of you guys, please do make sure that you protect yourselves, especially when you go to sleep. You ask your angels, your archangels, especially Archangel Michael. You call on him to protect you during your night sleep so you can sleep well and safe, okay? Because as I said, this is a spiritual warfare that we're having. So be careful of when it appears that people are really successful and really, really happy and this and that other, but really underneath, they're like this, okay? And they've got a lot of, egotism and stuff like that, all right? Let me get some messages using the Queen of the Moon Oracle for you, and also from the Wisdom of the Oracle for you, okay? Sorry guys, if you may hear a little bit of rain coming through the phone. Where I am, it's decided to rain very heavy. So I hope it's not going to last too long, okay? Because I want you to be able to hear me clearly without me having to shout. Okay. Oh, I've got two cards for you guys. From the Queen of the Moon Oracle, we've got Will and Action. Wow. Will and Action. Now remember, I always say this, and many others as well. This is all about your free will. You have the power and the right to be successful, as we know, okay? Whatever you want to take on board and learn from is down to you. Remember, you have your free will right there. If it's something that resonates with you, then that's beautiful because you can take action on it. If it's something that is bothering you and you really don't know, well, it's really affecting me, I'm not sure, take action ongoing. Freeing yourself in the process, emancipating yourself from being stuck in the hanged man position. And I'm just going to pull, all right, I'll pull two cards for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, you got three, all right. Okay, wow. Co-create. This is where this is you wanting to be like this, but making sure that you're getting the kind of influence from people. You're trying to look for your tribe. I don't blame you, because it's all about co-creation. It's all about being very creative, as I mentioned to you about what they're like already, okay? But this also says no place like home. Remember, this is about you, what's going on inside of you, and you taking care of yourself. Allowing only certain things of a higher perspective, and of a higher vibration to allow to be entered into your house. Okay, make sure that you have that filtering system on. There's no place at home. You are home. You are a unique person. So everything about you is very important. Okay, it's very important, and it's crucial that you do take the time to be discerning, because time is running out. Time is of the essence. We don't have a lot of time left. And what's going to happen is that if you are so delayed in this energy as the Hanged Man, you will be left behind, because you're not changing the mindset quickly enough. And this is going to be having very disastrous results on you. All right, so please do bear that in mind, guys. This is what I've got for you for this special reading. I hope that I have made sense, and it's kind of like helped you to really kind of think about the way how you spend your time on the net. And also when it comes to, you know, being discerning, start to use your intuition more. If you feel that there's a certain YouTuber out there, you know, and they're kind of like really spiritual, but there's something that's underlying with them, and you know, it doesn't really feel right, you don't have to be still hooked on their subscription list. You can just come off, just click away and go somewhere else where the energy and the vibration and the frequency matches your own. Because as you are going up the spiritual ladder, your views should change. Remember, we are all a part of each other's journey, but we are not a part of each other's destination. And that was said to me from somebody who I actually considered a friend years and years ago, and I've never forgotten that at all. And that actually rings true. So whatever you get from me and other readers and other influencers on the internet that's going to be helping you to grow, then we're all part of we share the same journey, okay? But we have different paths to go on, and you know, the destination will be where we reach it, but we won't have many people around us or whatever. We'll have a new set of people around us, okay? It's all to do with your growth. And I wish you the very best, and I'm hoping that you keep rising up and keep changing yourself up, because this is you right now, but this is how you really want to be as the Empress, being upright. And that's all to do with hard work. Nothing egotistical about it. It's just a natural beauty, a beautiful energy, and where you are going to feel humble and grounded and not so righteous and egotistical. Okay? Thanks, guys, for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell below the screen so that you can be informed by email once I've uploaded new content for you guys. Take care of yourselves, guys, and stay safe and be, you know, blessed and protected. Peace out.